Good morning, guys. We are out on another hike again. Surprise, surprise. Yep. We spent last night at Blue Waterholes Campground.
Awesome campground.
Yeah, it was really
If you can
nice.
get a flat spot for your tent.
Yeah. And I believe it is four-wheel drive, kind of, only.
Kind of. During wet.
Probably just don't take really low cars anyway.
Two-wheel drive would be fine during dry, but yeah.
Might struggle with caravan as well. But yeah, we had a really good night. It was quite fresh. Did get quite cold once again because we are still in Long Plains. So
cools down very quickly
at
night.
Yeah. But this morning we're just out doing the Nichols Gorge walk. Yesterday we did Clark Gorge, today is Nichols Gorge. So today should be less river crossings, I believe.
Supposedly. We got dry boots on, so I hope so.
Yeah. Our wet ones from yesterday are still drying out on top of the ute right now. But a lot more caves today apparently. So we've bring a head torch.
We have.
Yeah. And we're going to go exploring.
Hopefully.
Yeah, a little bit scared, but we'll see what happens. It's
right.
Beautiful already, and I'm pretty sure we're the only ones out here so far this morning, so always pays to start early. And yeah, we're pretty excited. So we found our first cave. Which one is it, Matt?
This is Cooleman Cave.
Cooleman Cave.
Which you can go through and is linked to a much smaller cave below.
Oh, don't know how I feel about that.
For a narrow, low passage to the right of the cave. So we're at the Cooleman Cave entrance. Supposedly to the left we can go in and it is easy accessible to go through and have a look with head torches and stuff. So we'll go through there first. Supposedly if you really wanted you can negotiate this whole cave which comes all the way down to wherever right Cooleman Cave entrance is, which is way past where we started the walk.
I think the left passage
we might do it left
than enough for me.
And we might even go to the right and just have a look up to this narrow bit.
Maybe not. Okay, so I'm really not sure about this. I used to be very claustrophobic and I thought I was fine because now I can go into like mines and caves. But this, oh no, fuck that. I'll try a little bit for Matt's sake, but I don't think I'm going to last very long.
Let's
go. Oh wait, go slow. And it's fucking wet.
We should have worn our muddy boots.
I know, and I have my nice clean runners on because my boots are drying. Oh, that's so fucked. So I sent Matt off exploring without me. I just got too claustrophobic and there was like massive puddles and I do not have the right footwear in these runners, so I would have literally slipped over. Probably making excuses because I'm scared, but that's okay.
Pretty insane in Cooleman Cave. We've left Katelyn behind for this one. And I've just come to venture through a little bit and see where it goes. Supposedly there's two dead ends further up, one to the left, one to the right, so we'll have a look at both of those. I'll just turn my head torch off now so you can see how far you are. It's just pitch black now. It's pretty insane. So I don't know how they used to do this in the old days and find these caves and explore them, but good on them. So this is our intersection here. We got a right and left turn. We're going to go left first and see what's down there. Come back to here and then go down to right. Go exploring. If you're claustrophobic, probably do not recommend. I'm currently on my hands and knees down the left-hand side of the cave, as you can see. And we still got a fair bit to go, I think. So we've come to the dead end on the left-hand side. Not too much to see down here. It is pretty low to get to the very other wall and touch it. So I'm probably not going to do that. Probably going to turn around and make our way back to the intersection and then check out the other side. But the rock formations down here are pretty cool. Like there are some gaps which go quite high up in the air. So definitely bring a good head torch or a phone with good battery because you're going to need it down here. Yeah, we're going to head over to the other side now and see what we can find. In a little gap at the moment, which is pretty narrow and high up, as you can see, but yeah, good fun. Yeah, no, that is not for me, but anyway, he's having fun, so we're just saying like we can't believe that this is an actual attraction and signs like tell you to go in and everything. And I don't know, we just feel like in Victoria and places like that we're just wrapped in bubble wrap and you just like, they would block it off and be like, no entry, like. But here it's just like, yeah, go explore, just take your head torch, you'll be fine. So it's awesome. Like I love that they do that, but yeah, no, my claustrophobia is coming back. I think it's just when it's not like, I think it's when you're on your own and it's not like a tour or like, you don't know that it's actually safe. I don't know. Anyway, it's very dark in there. So we've just come down the right-hand side turn of the cave now, making our way through. It's not too bad. They're only probably a couple of meters deep either side. So if you're able to, it's definitely worth coming down here and having a look. You wouldn't regret it. You can see all the small tunnels coming into this cave. They would have all let water in here originally, and they reckon this cave, when it was formed, it was full of water. So you can imagine the force of the water, which it needed to be to push through this rock and erode the limestone. It's awesome that this cave is actually open to the public and like free to just explore at your own will. We just came through, there's a narrow passage down that way, which we just came through, so I'm trying to catch my breath. And you can see people, by this arrow, people actually go up and explore these tiny little like tunnels which connect the compartments, or whatever you want to call them, of the caves. It's unreal. I'm not too game to do that, but we'll probably turn around soon and head back and find Katelyn and see what the other end looks like, which is meant to be narrower. It's unreal to think that this cave would be full of crystals if it was left undisturbed. Like, there's enough water in here and droplets to be able to form them. Up here we've even got like some examples of some shawls, a lot of people call them, or blankets, or whatever you'd like to call them, or curtains. They're only tiny ones, but the same as what we've seen in like Chilibanine Cave and that sort of stuff in Jersey.
It's pretty scary though, I can't even see his light in there. It's pitch black. I can see light coming and I'm relieved because it's been gone for like 20 minutes. I'm like, Jesus, when's the time to start worrying? So I'm glad I can see his light coming. You made it.
Right there. Something unreal.
Yeah.
What some people must do under there is ridiculous.
What do you mean?
Like some of the tunnels, like they crawl into.
Oh, really?
Spots, yeah.
Jesus.
Like down the right hand side.
Yeah.
Once you get to the very end, there's like this tiny tunnel, like I'd probably just fit my torso through it. And you can see people have like crawled through it up into the next section of the cave.
Oh my god.
And I'm just like, nah, I took a video.
That's disgusting. I'm glad you have fun.
I'm not one to get on my belly and crawl through a cave, so I might give that one a pass.
This is the cave entrance to the right. Oh, yeah, to the right, which goes to right to Cooleman Cave.
Which is, by the looks on that map, it's probably, I don't know, 100 metres or so.
Yeah.
Through.
I'll come in a little bit and then just...
Yeah, because we could even have a look that way too.
Maybe.
I'll put it in perspective for you and stand at the hole. Jesus.
God, that's tiny.
It's literally just like on your belly the entire way through.
That's insane. I don't know how people could do that.
A lot of people must do it because the ground's like
Disturbed.
well used, yeah.
Where?
Not for us.
No. No, thank you. And then this one I think is a dead end. I don't know, that's tiny as well. Matt the Explorer. Jesus, get me back. Is it going anywhere?
So that must connect to the other cave somewhere.
Oh, really?
There's like a tiny tunnel, which then drops into the ground.
God.
And this one must connect to that passage we were just in. Yeah.
Look how dirty you got.
Don't mind the socks tucked in.
Cute. I love the river crossings around here. Alright, so we found Murray Cave, which is the second cave on our list. Basically this is the entrance here, which is just across the river from us. And basically if you go in and turn left and then follow this long passage down, you can actually go in 200 meters to the end where there's a siphon pool, like a water trap, where all the water is basically sitting. But actually sometimes this can dry out, this pool, which then extends, like gives access to another 300 meters of caves past that. But in the last 100 years, that's only happened 3 times that's dried out. In 1968, people actually explored past the siphon pool, and they found inscriptions dating back to 1903, which included the names of people who lived at the Cooleman homestead in the Southwell family, which is one of the houses there that we saw, the Southwell house. So that's pretty incredible. And this is the entrance in here. So that's the left entrance, which leads on to 200 metres of passage.
Which is where Matthew's going to be attempting.
And then we've got this massive cave that you kind of first open up into. And there was another passage somewhere, wasn't there?
Right ahead. Straight ahead over there.
Ah, through that tiny little hole.
Must be the upper.
Which doesn't go far, I don't think.
The upper branch.
This is insane. Alright, so I've decided to come into the cave a little bit, see how I go. This one's nice and open, so feeling a little bit better. I'll check out the ceiling on this. The crazy crystals everywhere. Alright, so pretty much straight after that cliff I changed my mind and got too scared, so I turned around. Plus the ground was actually like, literally just like a pool of water. Like, yeah. It's because the cave's basically dug out like all these like holes in the ground, like all these round, I don't even know what you call them, grooves, I guess, from when the river used to run through. So yeah, they're basically all filled up with water, and it's actually quite hard to get through without like stepping straight through them. So that's okay. I'm quite content to just sit here and wait for Matt. He was very excited, so he's gone on through. He's going to try and make the full 200 meters to the end. See you soon.
So Murray Cave is a lot more open space, a lot more water down here, a lot wetter, but it's so cool so far. The ceiling's amazing. It's awesome to see this cave has like thousands of straws still forming. So hopefully if people take care of it in another million years time or a couple of 100,000 years time, it'll be pretty spectacular. So far this cave is a much easier one to walk through. A lot more space, not so confined. So highly recommend, if you're able to, this is the cave to be able to see. Such a weird feeling exploring it. So I've made it to the end of the cave at the moment. So this is a sipho, which is a water trap. So this is where they reckon when it dries out, which has happened 3 times in the last 100 years, that you can go another 300 metres into the cave. So over double what I've just come in on. And they reckon at the end of that is, as Katelyn was saying, was the names of the people that stayed at the Cooleman homestead. So that's pretty awesome. Can't believe how much history lays in these caves. So we're going to turn around and make our way back now. Much easier and quicker than the last cave.
But he set a time for 20 minutes to turn around then if he hasn't made it to the end by then. So he should be back in 40 minutes. If not, I'll give him an extra probably 20 before I start worrying. So it could be here for about an hour, but that's alright. I'm having my snack, mandarin. I'm wearing Matt's hat because he brought a wide brim and I didn't. I'm sitting out here in the sun and we all know the UV is extremely high up here. So I'm just going to have this, yeah, do a little bit of exploring, have a look in the river around me. Seen quite a few like big lizards around, like blue tongues I think. And the track continues up high above this cave, so I might even go up there and see if there's a good lookout or something like that. And yeah, should be nice. Don't know if you can see him, but there's a big lizard over there. I think it's a blue tongue, hiding on sunbaking on the rocks.
Returned once again.
There you go.
Epic.
Yeah?
So good. Much more open.
Yeah.
Much more open. Very nice.
But then did it get tight and you turned around? Or?
No, it was pretty much open the whole way, which is awesome. That middle one we did show you, I believe that connects into the main one, and that's like a real tight passage. So probably stick to your left and just follow it the whole way around. You can't get lost in that one.
So did you get to the end?
Yeah, salted water, the sulfur water, what do they call it?
Yeah. That's so quick.
Yeah, so I got right to the end, so 200 metres in like 40 minutes, 20 minutes return.
Oh, did your timer go off?
Yeah.
No.
My timer just went off then.
Oh, when you got back?
Yeah.
So 10 minutes each way?
10 minutes each way, yeah.
20 minutes. Ah.
Yep.
Shit, that was way quicker than the last one. So we've continued along the Nichols Gorge walk. The sign said we'd come across a collapsed cave roof, and we believe this might be it. There's quite a dip down there that we just walked past, and we reckon that's it, where the roof of a cave has started to cave in, basically. Okay, we may have got it wrong, or it could be both, but there's another one here. Massive big hole in the ground.
Like 10 metres further away.
Yeah, just past the other one, so I'd say it's probably both. Kind of terrifying. And we think maybe it even is connected to the same cave that Matt was just in, because we only just came up the top of that, straight through there. Probably can't really see, but there's heaps of brumbies through here. There's a group over there, and there's a group over here. So we made it out of Long Plain. We saw quite a few brumbies on the way out, one even on the road in front of us.
Yep. Didn't want to move.
Yeah. And then we basically just driven up the highway still towards TALBINGO, and
however you want to pronounce it.
Yeah. And we've come across Cumberland Track, which then leads down to Landers Creek. Yeah, well, Landers Creek Falls. Yeah, yep. Landers Falls. It's either like, there's a two-wheel drive car park at the front where you can stop and then basically walk in. But if you do, then it's about 5 kilometres just to walk to the trailhead of the falls. But if you're in a four-wheel drive like we are, you can actually drive all the way in. So definitely four-wheel drive track.
They do, yeah. That one's not lying.
Yeah.
Definitely four-wheel drive, yeah.
And then once you get to the car park here, it was 1.8 kilometres return.
Yeah, return.
Yeah.
Yep. So not
so
too
pretty
bad
short
from the car
walk.
Park here.
Yeah.
If you were doing it for the whole way, it'd be quite a walk.
Yeah.
Especially because it is quite steep and then down and then up and down.
But there's no one else parked here, so hopefully we're the only ones down there. And we can hear it already. It sounds like it's definitely flowing.
Hopefully it's a worthwhile view.
Yeah. Just another random lookout that we didn't know was along this track. It is for TALBINGO Reservoir, which is the water down here. And then our lookout for the waterfall is up on that point there. I don't know if you can see the platform. And we're pretty sure the waterfall is down in here. Can hear it, so looks like a bit of a valley through there, so it should be pretty epic. Even this one's amazing. And we've got 300 metres to our waterfall lookout. So I will point out something that we learnt yesterday at the caves. Trees like this with the leaves all down it, because the fire's ripped through here. Trees like that with the leaves all through it are basically their way of healing, to soak up as much sunlight as they can after they get burnt, which helps them recover. So ones like that are probably going to be fine and eventually be okay. Ones like this that aren't growing any leaves means at some stage they're probably just going to fall over and die, or they already are dead. But it's really interesting to see all the leaves, like all the way up these trunks of these trees that have been burnt, and it's basically their way of healing and surviving. There you go, we're back in that aircon. It's so bloody hot. Okay, so the unit says it's 24 degrees. So just confirming that it is definitely the UV that's making it so bloody hot. So we're currently in TALBINGO. We plan to stop and get some food at the little grocery shop. We assumed there would be some sort of like bakery and like probably a little supermarket. There is a tiny supermarket and it is shut, and it's only 4 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. But they could be short-staffed with all this crap going on, so who knows. But anyway, so that leaves us without food. We do have some food. We're going to survive if we can't get any.
Potato.
It'll just be a weird kind of meal and brekkie, but that's fine. If we need to make do, we will. So we're just going to head out to the TUMUT Power Station 3, which is the biggest one, I'm pretty sure, out of all of them.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is, yep.
And then we're going to head on to a campsite, which is Kosciuszko Campground, and then see how far we are from TUMUT from there. Might be worth the drive in to grab some food and fuel. Might not be, because we do head back through there tomorrow again anyway, so we'll make the call later on when we get to our campground. But
might just tough it out and have some cold baked beans.
They don't have to be cold. We have potatoes, we have baked beans. What else do we have? That's about it.
That's about it. We've eaten all the bread, all the wraps, all the hiking leftover food.
Oh, there's rice.
Oh, there's a bowl of cornflakes left. There's one bowl.
Tiny bit of milk. We're now at the TALBINGO Dam Wall. For anyone interested, this is the gross capacity. If I try and say it, I'll probably stuff it up. So there you go. And the sign says Snowy Hydro provides over 70% of renewable energy on the mainland grid of Australia. So we ended up making a delicious meal out of scraps. We've got potato just boiled. Then we ran out of gas, so it's like half boiled, but it still worked. Managed to boil some corn as well, cut up that. We've got grated carrot, grated cheese, baked beans, spinach, onion, and avocado, like guacamole, mashed up. And it's actually delicious. Morning everyone! We spent the night last night at this beautiful campsite. It's called Log Bridge Creek Campsite, and it's on the TALBINGO Reservoir, Dam, Lake, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, like the water's right there.
It's a mixture of all of the above.
Yeah.
Beach.
So we actually got a really nice spot. There's not that many flat spots here, well, in this little area anyway, but we found a nice little one tucked away in the corner. Yep. But there is kind of the road that goes down to the boat ramp just next to us, so till late last night there was boats and trailers up and down, but...
That's alright.
That's fine.
Better than a highway.
There's something every night. It's either, the highway with the trucks. What was the next night?
The dingoes.
Oh yeah, there's been dingoes howling. Last night was kangaroos. Yeah, the wind was really bad the next night. So we're used to there being something. There's always noise around. But that's just all part of it.
That's alright.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like the public pool is open and free over the summer period. And they have hot showers there, so...
I'll try and swing by and get a freebie.
Yeah. It's been, I think, 5 days now since the shower.
5 days, and yesterday was too hot.
Yeah. We have swam, we swam in the thermal pool, and we kind of had a wash in
a waterfall. Yeah.
So, but since the technical shower, it's been 5 days.
Yeah.
So, would be very nice to get one if we can. We'll try, and then
for the last day, be nice and fresh for the last day.
Yeah. So all that'll be in the next vlog. So stay tuned, make sure you're subscribed, and we'll see you then.